Hello and welcome to 4.5, where we will discuss the presidency of Thomas Jefferson. By the end of this video, you should be able to describe the Louisiana Purchase and the impact it had on the United States and discuss the effects of the Embargo Act of 1807. So let's take some background on the Louisiana Purchase. Napoleon from France was running out of money and he's fighting this big war against Great Britain. So he decides it would be a great idea to sell Louisiana Territory, which is a huge amount of land. Jefferson is not sure the Constitution gives him permission to do so, but he buys the land. In 1803, the United States pays $15 million for land, which works out to like just pennies an acre. So Jefferson buys the land, and now he needs somebody to explore it. So he turns to Lewis and Clark. Meriwether Lewis and William Clark explored the Louisiana Territory. Sacagawea helped to guide their expedition. Mainly, she did most of the actual navigating. Their trip laid the groundwork for future Americans to move west, as well as recorded several new species of animals, lots of different kinds of plants. There's actually 15 volumes of their journals across the United States. Meanwhile, back to Britain and France being at war. The British began to attack Americans. Britain is at war with France, and they would seize American ships and force American sailors to join the British Navy. This is called impressment. In 1807, a British ship attacked the U.S. ship called the Chesapeake and killed 3 Americans. In response to British attacks, Jefferson passes the Embargo Act, which prohibited or stops America from trading with any other countries. While the Embargo Act is meant to hurt the British, it ends up hurting the American economy a lot more. Congress overturns the embargo because it's such a failure, and Jefferson decides, wisely, not to run for a 3rd term as president. So let's sum it up. Jefferson, if you remember from our Federalist and Democratic Republican Party lesson, believes in interpreting the Constitution literally. If it's not the Constitution, you can't do it. But he buys the Louisiana Territory from France. Contradiction. He sends Meriwether Lewis and William Clark to explore it, looking for a Northwest Passage. Only, doesn't exist. Then he decides he could ally with the British because they're economically powerful. He could ally with the French because they helped us during the Revolutionary War. Or he can ban all trade with both countries, and that's what he decides to do. However, it ends up hurting America so badly, and Britain and France really don't care. So it was kind of a failure. All right, that is 3.5. Hopefully you were able to describe the Louisiana Purchase doubling the United States, as well as the effects of the Embargo Act. We'll see you